this is a key thing about crypto that people need to understand, because a lot of people come into this space and go, oh my God, I lost all my money. It's a big scam. Forget it. I don't want to do this anymore. Forget crypto. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching my videos. My name is Da Vinci Jeremy. I'm here joined with Maurizio. Maurizio, are you in the pipe 5x5?
I am the pipe 5x5. I always love that line. Thank you so much for having me on the show. Thank you so much. I'm super, super happy to be here with you and your audience.
Great, great. You know what? We're going to be talking about your journey into crypto, because everybody's journey into crypto helps another person, get into crypto, get moving into crypto, and being part of this huge industry that will take over finance itself. And people don't know that finance right now, in some countries, like in Hong Kong, it's 80% of the market share of their GDP. Now, I know that's ridiculous. It's never been that way throughout history. It's actually only been under 10%. So yeah. Today, finance has gotten out of control, but at the same time, 50% of all our transaction uses money. So tell me, Maurizio, how did you get into crypto? What was your first video that you saw, or what did you read that got you into Bitcoin or even crypto?
Yeah, this is such a fantastic question. And by the way, the journey is the destination, right? So exactly like you said, each different individual had different stories, different background. So always do your own research for whoever is listening, whoever is watching, because at the end of the day, we're just telling our stories. And exactly like you said, it's super interesting to go back and talk to people and say, hey, how do you go into crypto? Because everybody has such interesting stories. In my case, it was my brother. So around 2010, I think it was 2011, he said, hey, dude, we need to look into this. My brother has always played a major part in my life. I love technology. So I've been working in IT since basically the beginning of the internet, so-called. But then, he came by and I was like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, Bitcoin. I don't even know what that is, whatever, and I kind of parked it. I kind of left it in my back brain, when you see something, but you kind of let it go. And then, of course, you popped up on YouTube and I was watching your videos, but I don't want to lie. I did not invest in 2011 when you basically said to everybody, guys, buy Bitcoin because it's going to become a thing. Then a few years later in 2014, we got back into it with my brother again and we said, hey, we should invest in this thing. I had no idea what I was doing. And we started investing, I think it was August or late July 2014. And we started investing in Bitcoins. Back in the days, I'm sure you remember, you were able to mine Bitcoin, right? On some platforms, online platforms. They will give you a username and password. You will register an account. And you basically pay a deposit every month or whenever, a fixed fee. And they will mine with computing power and they will give you interest on your investment. But you didn't have the asset itself, not your keys, not your coins, but I didn't know that. So we started investing in those platforms. I'm not going to name the platform. It was a UK platform. I was in London back then. And we started investing on a monthly base. But then we soon realized after a few months that we didn't have access to the asset. And when we wanted to move everything out, the platform basically went bust. So that's what they said. They went bankrupt. So which means we could not access our cryptos any longer. So it was a wake-up call because I quickly realized how important is self-custody, right? So that was my beginning of the journey. And then I had two options. You always have options in life. Even when people say you have no options, you always have options. One option was to give up entirely and say, crypto is a scam, Bitcoin is a scam, and just give up entirely, or learn how to do it properly. Because when people think it's a straight line, your journey, it is never a straight line. And I believe that's my thinking, no financial advice, but I do believe when you lose something, you are investing it into your learning. So by doing something, quote, wrong, you actually gain experience on how to do it properly. So even though we've lost money, technically, I like to say I invested money in learning how to do it properly. So instead of giving up, we went for option two. So, the blue pill and red pill. So we've taken we are not giving up pill, and we started reinvesting again, but with self-custody. So that's in a short was my intro into crypto, actually into Bitcoin. to begin with.
Yes. You know what? This is a key thing about crypto that people need to understand, because a lot of people come into this space and go, "Oh my God, I lost all my money. It's a big scam. Forget it. I don't want to do this anymore. Forget crypto." So yeah, I really think that people come into this space and they don't understand what they need to do. I was talking to my girlfriend. She wants to buy some crypto, and Binance is trusted, but at the same time, it's very, very difficult to transfer euros from your bank account to Binance. You see the problem? You see the problem that crypto solves? That once we all using crypto, none of that exists. Like being able to transfer money to somebody else, it's not a problem, right? Or company. So this is what Bitcoin solves, right? And this is why you want to be a part of it, because people are coming. They're coming because they see, wait a second here. I want to transfer my money over there, and you're going to give me a hard time. I want to get on a private jet that I've saved up for all my life to do one private jet, and you can't let me do that? What the heck, with my own money? If you see that in your life, you can finally understand the power of Bitcoin.
Exactly. And super well said. And exactly like you were saying. So one thing is to understand the asset itself. And the other thing is to understand who is in between you and the asset. So if I invest money into purchasing Bitcoin and I actually leave my asset on exchanges, on third-party platforms, I don't own it. So they can do whatever they want with it. They can take it away from me. They can sell it. They can leverage on it. They can do whatever they want. But that doesn't mean that the asset is bad. Of course, if I have custody, if I gain custody on my own asset, it's a separate story. So a common mistake is to blame the end asset, which is Bitcoin in this case, in this conversation, because some bad player has it on your behalf. But that's not the case. You actually can have custody, right? That's why we love Bitcoin, right?
Exactly. FTX is a prime example of that. If you deposited money into FTX to buy some crypto and you left your crypto there, which most people do, most people don't understand the concept of taking ownership of crypto. And that is the key problem that we need to educate people on, is that when you go to any particular platform, the difference between a platform and a wallet are two different things. But from a visual standpoint, right, when you're looking on your phone, if I'm on the Binance app, or my favorite is BitPay, is one of my wallets. What is the difference between BitPay and Binance? They're both applications, right? But you don't really see that one's a wallet and one's a custodialship, meaning that the Binance holds your Bitcoin. It appears like a wallet to you, both of them. They look exactly the same. You get an address, you can deposit the Bitcoin into Binance or withdraw Bitcoin to send it to someone else. Same with BitPay. But there is a difference. Binance will ask you for a whole bunch of security precautions before it actually sends out the Bitcoin or crypto. And with any other wallet, there's not a whole lot of security features other than you enter your password or your FaceTime or your what's it called, biometrics ID to actually send crypto. So that's the difference between the two, and I want people to know that. So I want to roll back a little bit, and I want you to tell people who you are. What do you do? Where can they find you and find more information? What do you do in the crypto space, actually?
Yeah, that's a fantastic question. And thank you, by the way. Yes, of course. So to complete the story, so then in 2014, we got, a cold shower, as they say. So we woke up to the self-custody, and then we started to invest in our own terms. So owning the keys, exactly like you said, there's a difference between an exchange and a wallet, a custodian wallet, because the exchange is not going to give you the keys, the seed phrase, which means they own the asset. And if the government or whoever, they can attack the business, like Binance, for example, CZ. Binance is a CEO, CZ, and he's vulnerable to regulations, the government, to whatever. But if you hold your asset, on your own wallets, then it's a different story. But anyway, exactly like you said. So what happened then, I started looking into the blockchain. I read the Bitcoin white paper, which I strongly recommend anyone to read it because it's super quick and it's mind-blowing. I loved it. And then for when it comes to my journey, continuing from my experience in learning self-custody, I've done design my entire life. I built product since the beginning of time. So it was natural to combine my passion for technology, my passion for art and design, and land into NFTs. So I think it was late 2017, because NFTs have been around for a bit. Of course, they got into the quote mainstream, even though it's not main, it's only a portion of the people, but people got to know NFTs, let's say in the previous bull run, but they've been in the making for quite some time. Now you can do NFTs on any chain, even on Bitcoin, right? So with the ordinals. So then I started to play with NFTs, started to purchase them, started to understand how they work, thinking about how to integrate art and technology together, thinking about utilities. And I kind of started a couple of projects, helping people in doing collections, because I could combine my passion for NFTs and technology, so art and technology into NFTs. I have my own YouTube channel where you and me talk about NFTs, talk about news. So guys, go and check it out. It's called We Talk NFTs. It's a podcast also, but it's on a YouTube channel as well. Maybe we can link in the description down below. We have a lot of collaborations. We talk to creators, talk to founders, heavily focus on crypto, but also NFTs, because I think the NFTs are going to revolutionize the way how we live in our society. I think we have seen only a tip of the iceberg so far. We've seen companies using NFTs for maybe a light membership or maybe a PFP, so profile pictures. But I think we'll see them coming through aggressively in gaming. When it comes to, there's so many utilities, ticketing, for example, documents, ownership. We will see them coming through over the next few years. So basically coming in with Bitcoin through the blockchain universe, and then kind of forking off a little bit on NFTs, art, and technology. We also have a free listing platform. So if you are an artist or a collector, you can go on nftshield.io and see new NFT collections coming up. Again, I do believe they will play a huge role in our future society. For now, we've just seen the beginning. And as you always say, it is like 4% of people are in crypto now. So we have a 96% of the population. They don't even know what crypto is, what blockchain is. So we will see very soon, I think, big tech coming in, investing hard. Amazon is playing into an NFT marketplace. I think Apple is thinking about it. Google is definitely looking into it. So we'll see those major tech players. By the way, X, I still want to say Twitter, but Twitter X has now guaranteed a crypto license, which means they will integrate cryptocurrencies in X. So I think the next few years are going to be amazing for new tech and NFTs. So I do love staying on the piece when it comes to NFTs, art, and blockchain.
Yes, exactly. This is the place to be. It's the beginning of a massive financial shift of people's wealth and freedom, because it's connected. Your freedom is connected to your wealth. Right now, as it stands, money is a means of theft. The current money that we use is just a means of theft to enslave you. And how do you enslave you? It's simple. If I can print money and you have to work for it, you're a slave, my nigga ass. All right? So
exactly.
Keep that in mind. All right. With that said, if you want to participate in, I have a Davitar NFT collection. And basically what it is an NFT collection for diehard fans. And it allows you to, gain access to me or join into parties and so forth. I'm going to be having a birthday party in Singapore. And if you were interested in being in that party, they have to have a Davitar that has the party property. And you just search on OpenSea for that. Now, check it out in the links in the description below. I really appreciate it. And thank you all for watching. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, the like button, and head over to Maurizio's channel, right? What's your channel again?
We Talk NFTs.
Yes, We Talk NFTs, and join that channel as well. I'm going to be on his channel as well. We're going to be doing shows every week as much as we can, right? As long as our schedule will allow it. And they're going to be posted on both my channel and his. So make sure you check out both of our channels. All right. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Cheers.
Fantastic. Thank you.